So, I haven't done a vlog in a while because I was sick with something that really messed with my throat. I still kind of have it a bit because I'm very sensitive to ear, nose, and throat illnesses, but I was like coughing up a storm, and every time I talked too much, I would cough, and yeah, that's the reason I've been away for so long. That, and I've also been busy with a lot of things, so. But yeah, things have been going off pretty normal for me so far. Still working hard at my creativity. Also working hard with Uber Eats because I can't seem to find a job. Although I did recently apply for a job at Bethesda Game Studios, my dream company. So be sure to wish me luck for that, guys. Other than that, I've been doing well, still going to concerts and stuff. I swear, going to concerts is a lot of fun. Watching bands perform is a whole lot more fun than listening on my phone or watching videos on YouTube. The whole concert experience really gives me a boost of self-esteem. Yeah, um, it really is a lot to do there. You can be around people, so usually during the day I'm just in front of the computer all day long, so but it's honestly really nice to it's honestly really nice to have so much to do every day. Don't really feel very motivated to do creative work right now, but I'm not going to force myself. Forcing myself to do things I don't want to do is very unhealthy. In fact, it's very unhealthy for anybody. When you have a passion that you really want to make a career out of, but you don't have a career out of it yet, it's not like you can force yourself to do something you don't want to do. It causes a lot of stress and anxiety, so the best thing you can do is let the desire come naturally. Have any of you guys heard of that Nintendo game that came out several months ago or maybe a year ago? They made a Paper Mario the Thousand Year Door remake. Smartest move Nintendo's made in a while. See, the best thing that they can do is make remakes of some of the best games imaginable, especially from the GameCube days, because GameCube have some of the best games I've ever played. I wish that they could make Luigi's Mansion games that are a lot like the original, because I swear, none of the Luigi's Mansion games ever made can even compare to the original. The third Luigi's Mansion wasn't even a mansion, it was a hotel. But yeah, the fact that in the original, you got to collect all kinds of treasure to see the house that you would create at the end. And all the ghosts were characters. Characters with their own little descriptions. Yeah. And the mansion was actually a real mansion. It was so great. And the layout was not extravagant or anything like that. It seemed like a real mansion, unlike in Luigi's Mansion 2 that was really wild, extravagant, and didn't seem to have any specific rooms or anything like that. But yeah, if they could make like a good remake of the original Luigi's Mansion for the Switch. I know they did it for the 3DS, but for the Switch, that would be even better. I'm still wondering what Pokemon is thinking nowadays. I didn't get Scarlet and Violet because I looked it up online to see what the game would be like, and there were a lot of things that I was really disappointed with. Like the Pokemon designs. I think the only Pokemon design that I really liked was Sprigatito and its evolutions. But really everything else. And they broke so many traditions. They made the Pika clone evolve. The professors were not named after trees. And I did not like some of the evolutions they chose. I mean, what were they thinking when they created Dun Dun Sparse? That was so lame. You know what I think the Pokemon Company should do? I think the Pokemon Company should hire fans to create designs for them, because fans design Pokemon so much better than the Pokemon Company themselves. That's my opinion, at least. Besides game-related stuff, something that I did like a few months ago was watch the movie Howl's Moving Castle. I have not watched that movie in years, and I'm so glad that I was able to see it again. Yeah, it's a really great movie. Studio Ghibli really has a lot of great movies. There's a lot of creativity behind it. I love that Howl's Moving Castle is in a steampunk environment. You don't see, I personally don't see steampunk very often from the things that I see. Now, one thing that I really got into a few weeks ago was an old Cartoon Network show called Generator Rex. That was around maybe about 15 years ago. But yeah, that show was a lot of fun. It is a lot of fun still to this day. I mean, not just the story and the characters, but the concept itself and its darker themes. It's a shame that it didn't succeed as well as Ben 10, but probably because it was pretty mature and something that appeals more to teenagers than kids. Yeah. But one thing I really love about that series is the forbidden love story between Rex and Cersei. I loved it so much that I actually made 3D models of Rex and Cersei. Yeah, it was really cool. Getting back into that awesome sci-fi show. It's not every day that you see a sci-fi show that has nothing to do with space exploration or aliens. They keep things settled on Earth, which is a nice touch. Has anyone ever had moments where you felt like you were working hard for your dreams, but you weren't exactly getting the joy that you desire from it? Like, if working hard for your dream is causing you more stress, anxiety, and sadness than happiness, it would probably be time for a change. It's not like you have to give up on your dreams, just find a way to make them more modest, more manageable, more possible to achieve. That's actually what I did. Because you know what? Sometimes life can really hit you and you have to focus on things other than your dreams in order to make an honest living. So if there are things going on in life that you need to focus on more for the sake of your happiness and health, it really is best for you to find ways to make things more modest. There are some things in life that end up being more important than chasing your dreams, like if you have to make money for certain things, or if certain people need your emotional support. Just make sure that your dreams are realistic and achievable, and make sure that you are able to keep your life balanced. Like, don't dedicate too much time and effort to just one thing. In life, there is balance, and equal dedication to certain things is key to a happy and healthy lifestyle. Speaking of happy and healthy lifestyle, one thing that has always interested me in my whole life is nutrition and healthy eating. My family, my parents, my brother, we are very healthy eaters, and we exercise every day. It's something that we really do for staying young, feeling young, and living long lives. That's why it really makes me happy when my loved ones are making healthy choices, and really makes me sad when my loved ones are making poor health choices. I know it's really none of my business, but sometimes I can't help myself when I see a family member might have ordered a soda, or I notice that a friend of mine isn't eating well or something. Maybe it's part of my autism, I'm not really sure. Again, I know it's none of my business, but I can't help but feel worry about stuff like that. Is that wrong? Let me know in the comments. Anyway, yeah, it's good to be back, and if you guys want me to make more of these vlog videos, let me know in the comments, because lots of people say that they really enjoy watching these things. So, and if you ever feel like supporting my creativity, be sure to check out my Ko-Fi account, Victoria Lampini. You would not believe the help that just $2 a month can bring. You would not believe how much help that can bring me for my creative life, for my personal life. I would really deeply appreciate it, even though there's not really much I could give back in return other than more content on YouTube. Yeah, thanks for listening, you guys. I really appreciate it. See you in the next video.